Alright folks, it's that time of the year again for the top most anticipated anime for the upcoming year 2017. I'm going to be talking about the anime that I'm looking forward to, you guys are looking forward to, and overall the anime community in general, what we're most excited about and what we have our highest expectations and hopes for it to, at the very least, not be trash. You know, we want some awesome stuff, so I'm going to be listing about 15 anime, and yeah, let's just jump right into it. Coming in at number 15, Carbonaria of the Iron Fortress Season 2. Now, if you take a look at this list, for the most part, majority of them are going to be sequels, and that's what's making 2017 so highly anticipated, is that a lot of the anime that are coming back for this year are series that we're already familiar with, so we'll know at the very least if we're interested. And Carbonaria of the Iron Fortress, in case you haven't seen Season 1 like myself, yeah, for the most part, what we do know is that it's essentially Attack on Titan with trains around, and I believe it was 12 episodes produced by the same studio as Attack on Titan Studio Wit. A lot of people, from what I heard at the end of Season 1, weren't really digging it, but at the very least, the beginning of Season 1 was hyped, so people still have some hopes that at the very least, the second season will pick up and be as good as when they first got into Carbonaria. But either way, still a lot of people are talking about it, and that's why I had to include it in the top 15 most anticipated anime for 2017. Coming in at number 14, Yugioh, the next series that's coming after Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V. Now, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! No matter what, it will have some sort of fan base because it continues on, and I'm kind of shocked that they're already announcing a new one because I feel as though Arc V just came out maybe a year or two ago, so the fact that they're already putting out another Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, I'm guessing the other one wasn't that highly acclaimed or really wasn't getting the attention that they wanted, so they're scrapping it and they're moving on to a new one. Not that much information has been confirmed other than the fact that we got, I believe, a poster of the new main character, which is typical crazy hair and stuff like that, nothing fancy, but yeah, we got a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime coming in 2017, replacing Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V. Coming in at number 13, UQ Holder. I'm shocked it took them this long to get an anime. It's, I believe, the same writer and same author as Negima, and I believe as well, it's some sort of spin-off slash sequel to Negima with, I believe, one of the characters from the original Negima series. I'm not that familiar with UQ Holder either, but I do know that it has a pretty big fan base, and a lot of people are interested to see what they're going to do with this because, again, Negima had a pretty big following, but from what I understand with UQ Holder, I believe it added more so shonen battle elements to it. Again, I'm not that familiar with it either, but I do know that it's from the same author as Negima and it's some sort of spin-off, so there's going to be some hype for that too, so that's why I had to include it at number 13. Coming in at number 12, Black Clover, same author as the canceled, unfortunately, Hungry Joker. Now, Black Clover has a lot behind it. There's a huge hate train behind it of people that are like, oh my gosh, it's such a horrible series. It's a ripoff of this, that, and the third. And then there's people that are like, this is probably going to be the next big shonen, whether you like it or not. Personally, I see it as Shonen Jump's version of Fairy Tail in a sense of that it's not the best thing in the world, but it's enjoyable enough, and it is pretty popular already without having an anime. Anime is coming in 2017, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do with it. It's produced by the same studio, as I mentioned in my previous video, as Naruto, Bleach, Tokyo Ghoul, Studio Period. So these are some big shoes to fill with, you know, having Naruto and Bleach being the predecessors, although technically Naruto is still going with the anime or whatever, but that's besides the point. To see Asta and Yuno finally animated, although we did have the OVA, which is kind of cool as well, but ultimately we're finally getting the Black Clover anime, and I'm kind of curious to see where it's going to go, the potential, because it's all there. Like, this could definitely be, at the very least, the next Fairy Tail, but it could be something greater depending on how things go, and I'm kind of curious to see if they're going to do it an ongoing, a short series. Either way, its competitor is essentially Academia, My Hero Academia, so it's going to be interesting to see if Black Clover can compete on the same level as Academia with the popularity, the hype, and overall just seeing if it could garner enough attention to keep on going and be something big. Coming in at number 11, Adaline. It's a hard one to pronounce. It's E-I-D-L-I-V-E, Adaline. It's from the same creator as Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Character designs look pretty cool. I believe we actually got already a teaser for this series. Now, I believe the manga was actually, if I'm not mistaken, in Shonen Jump Plus, which is a digital app where they actually release manga quarterly, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, it's from the same creator as Hitman Reborn. I love Hitman Reborn. A lot of people love Hitman Reborn, so it's going to be interesting to see the next work from this author that hasn't done anything since Hitman Reborn that's been notable at the very least, besides a couple of one-shots. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Akira Amano can do. Now we're at the top 10, baby. Coming at number 10, Fooly Cooly 2. Fooly Cooly 1 has a huge cult following. People love Fooly Cooly, no matter what you say about it, whether it's too wacky, you don't understand it. They're coming back with a second season, which I believe is going to premiere in the US actually on Toonami, because it had, again, a huge following, even though it was only 6 episodes with the first season of Fooly Cooly, or the original Fooly Cooly. They're coming back, and I'm kind of curious where they're going to go with this, because Fooly Cooly was just, really, it was a mind fuck. It was just kind of like, what am I watching? It's almost as if you took some fucking acid and you were like, time to watch some of them Japanese cartoons. And yeah, Fooly Cooly 2, it's going to be interesting to see if it could keep on with the cult following, or people are going to go fall off of it, because it's like, Fooly Cooly, I still don't understand what the hell I saw till this day. Coming in at number 9, while it's not a new anime, I still wanted to include it somewhere in this list, and I'm referring to the Universal Survival arc of Dragon Ball Super. Very highly anticipated, but again, it's not a new anime, so I didn't want to put it too high on the list, but ultimately, people are really excited for this. Dragon Ball Super has been picking up a lot of steam and popularity, revitalizing the Dragon Ball franchise as a whole. So with this arc, seeing the promotional posters we've seen, and everything that we're excited about, it's going to be huge, and at the very least, the Dragon Ball community is going to be rocked in one way or another, seeing all these incredible fights, seeing this lineup of new characters, a new cast of characters are going to be introduced, you know, all the universes. So this is going to be a huge one, and that's why I had to, no matter what, include it somewhere in this list. Dragon Ball Super, it's gonna be hype. Coming in at number 8, Nanatsu no Taizai, aka the 7 Deadly Sins Season 2. Now, this one is unconfirmed whether it's actually going to be coming out in 2017. It was announced again that we have another anime project coming this upcoming year, but we thought we were getting Season 2 in 2016, but instead they gave us a collection of kind of anime-only OVA releases, which unfortunately wasn't the Season 2 we were looking for. But if we do get Season 2, it's going to be insane, because from a manga reader's perspective, no spoilers by the way, the villains from this upcoming arc is insane. Some of the fights are crazy, some of the moments, some of the revealed backstories. 7 Deadly Sins Season 2, if it does come out in 2017, is going to be insane, and it has a lot of competition, but nonetheless, I still think 7 Deadly Sins has the capabilities of doing what it did the first time around and being a humongous success, doing 7.1s with the ratings, which is absolutely insane. And I mean, some of our favorite characters, Meliodas, Bond, King, a lot of them coming back to the screen is going to be hype as shit. Coming in at number 7, Boku no Hero Academia, aka My Hero Academia. Season 1 picked up a lot of attention and a lot of fans. I mean, even the New York Times gave it a nod on their list of foreign series and stuff like that. So My Hero Academia, very highly anticipated. We already got previews of what's to happen, and it's coming out in April. We get to see Deku again. We get to see Bakugo, Todoroki, and we're going into some awesome stuff. We have a tournament. We have a really cool villain, and I truly believe My Hero Academia, this is the time. If Season 1 didn't really blow it up into that next big thing, then Season 2 is an even better chance for it to be huge, because it's going to be lit. And My Hero Academia Season 2, April 2017, it had to be on this list. Come on now. Coming in at number 6, Blue Exorcist Season 2. It's been almost 6 years since Blue Exorcist Season 1 came out in 2011. 2017, we're actually getting it in winter, and it's going to be insane. Now, I'm kind of curious how they're going to handle things, because I believe the ending of Season 1 ended off with filler, and it just kind of deviated from the story and did things that it wasn't supposed to. So I'm kind of curious if they're going to ignore those events, if they're going to incorporate it somehow into the story. But either way, from what I hear from fans, it's going to be insane. I believe it's the Impure King arc that's coming, and it's Blue Exorcist. The art and animation alone from the previews and stuff like that look gorgeous, so you know it's going to be insane. And almost 6 years waiting, people are going to really enjoy this one and looking forward to it. And from what I've seen from the previews, again, the art and animation looks even better than it looked in Season 1. And at that time, it was pretty much top of the line for what you can do for art and animation in a shonen series at that. Now, we've reached the top 5. Coming in at number 5 is a tricky one, because a lot of people are definitely anticipating it and are excited for it. But at the same time, depending on the material that they use, it's going to be one of those things where people might fall off of it. And I'm talking about the new Boruto anime, the spin-off to Naruto, the sequel to Naruto, that's coming in April of 2017. It's going to be interesting how they're going to handle it, because if we once again get a readaptation of the film, then a lot of people are going to get turned off of it, because we've already seen the film. I mean, personally, I've seen the film twice, but on top of that, we had the manga adaptation that's still ongoing currently, with 8 chapters out of adapting the movie that we already seen. So if we already got 8 months of the manga doing it, I don't think really anyone's going to be highly anticipating the anime doing it as well. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go, if people are really going to care. Personally, I'm still very excited because I love Naruto. The franchise is awesome, and it's going to be interesting to see a weekly basis of the new generation of Naruto characters. So a lot of people are anticipating it. Let's see what they do. Hopefully they don't make us wait 1,000 years of the readaptation of Boruto Naruto the movie. We had it. It was awesome. Let's move on. Coming in at number 4, Gintama, I believe it's period, is going to probably be the final, more than likely, I mean, there's no other way they could do it, the final season of Gintama. The manga is on its final arc, and more than likely the manga and the anime are probably going to end around the same time, because seemingly the anime is going to adapt the finale of Gintama. It's been an insane ride, and even though I don't review Gintama on the channel, I'll probably even talk about a couple episodes of the upcoming Gintama, because it's going to be insane. It's going to be the finale. We're going to finally find out everything we wanted to know and get the final battle of Gintoki. And I won't spoil who the last person that he's going to be fighting is, but it's going to be emotional. I'll just put it like that. If you thought Gintoki versus Takasugi gave you feels, I think this is going to be even more than that. It's going to top that. And I mean, it's Gintama. Be forever Yorozia, bro. That's definitely had to make it on this list. Coming in at number 3. Almost 10 years since its initial season 1. Code Geass, the revival of Lelouch. A lot of people, there's naysayers that are saying, what are they doing? They're ruining Code Geass. There's people like me that I'm like, let's check it out. Let's see what it's all about. But apparently Lelouch is going to be returning. He seemingly didn't die at the end of Code Geass, so I'm kind of curious what they're going to do. What's going to be the new threat? What is Lelouch going to do? I mean, it's going to be absolutely insane, the fact that Code Geass after 10 years is returning, and I'm looking forward to seeing what is going to happen. I mean, either way, it's so many years of people kind of still in a way wanting more, but then being satisfied. So it's going to be an interesting turn of events to see where they go with this. But either way, Code Geass absolutely had to be in the top 3 most anticipated, because whether you're disappointed or you're excited, you know damn well you're more than likely going to check it out. And top 2, this was a tough one. This was a very tough one, and had it been just about a week or more before the recording of this video, the results would have been different. But we got a trailer that changed everything. So number 2 is One Punch Man Season 2. Now, it's been confirmed that it's getting a Season 2. It doesn't say 2017. A lot of us are assuming 2017 because they're announcing it in 2016, and it's not like they have spin-offs and a bunch of other stuff to milk to make it, 4 years later, something like that. But nonetheless, One Punch Man Season 2 coming in at number 2 for the most anticipated. A lot of people are still very excited, and the thing about One Punch Man is that it's so enjoyable. Even though it has somewhat of a plot, at the same time, anybody can get into it. And yeah, coming back for a season 2 based on what I read in the manga, I know what's going to happen, and it's going to be fire. People are going to love it, probably even more than they love season 1. So that's all I'll say about that, and I had to give One Punch Man that spot. It would have taken number 1, which number 1, bitch, you guessed it, Attack on Titan Season 2. That trailer was a game changer. So many people have warmed up once again to the fact that Attack on Titan is returning, because it looks like it's well worth the wait based on the trailer we got, the art, the animation, everything, the moments. At the very least, I will still stand by the first half of Season 2 of Attack on Titan is going to be humongous, slaughtering everything in its path, because the material, the source material itself is going to be amazing. Seeing Eren, Mikasa, all of our favorite characters returning to the screen, and it's going to be magnificent, and I can't wait. But either way, all of these anime mean one major thing for us anime and manga fans. We win. We're getting some great stuff, and 2017 is probably going to be one of the best years for anime in general. Also wanted to include a couple of extra little noteworthy things, because I never really include movies, but there are a few movies that are to note that are coming out in 2017 as well. We got a Sword Art Online movie. I know a lot of people are anticipating that because we haven't got a Sword Art Online anime since roughly 2014. We got a No Game No Life movie coming out. No Game No Life was pretty damn awesome. We got Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel movie, which from what I understand, that's the darkest material in Fate Stay, the darkest route that they had. So I'm really curious to see that art and animation. If the TV series looks like movie quality, I can only imagine what the movie is going to look like. We got Kuroko no Basket Extra Game, which I believe is an actual sequel to Kuroko no Basket's anime and manga. So I'm kind of anticipating that as well to see what happens afterward. From my understanding, it's a pretty chill thing. I'm not expecting too much, but it's Kuroko no Basket. It's one of my favorite sports anime, regardless of what anyone says, because I know it gets a little bit of hate, but I'm really looking forward to Kuroko no Basket Extra Game, the movie. And lastly, Steins Gate Zero. I'm kind of curious to check that out as well. I really love Steins Gate. And yeah, that's all I have for my top 15 most anticipated anime and a little edition of the movies. Let me know what you guys think. Which anime are you most anticipating for 2017? Did I exclude something that you thought really is something that is very prominent and you're excited for? I know there's anime like Fuka. I believe there's Fate Extra coming out. There's a bunch of great stuff. Either way, once again, 2017 anime fans and manga fans alike, we win. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.